So I weighed myself and I took my before and afters. And so one of the things that, like the unhealthy, toxic things that I do, that I don't talk about with a lot of people, it's really hard to talk about, but I don't look at myself in mirrors. Yes, I have mirrors all over my house, and they are there, and I can use them to put makeup on, but I do not back up and give myself a full once over. I stopped doing that probably like 10 years ago. I just, my eyes avoid the glass, and it's really hard to see myself in that light, like, because I think, as I've told friends and family, like, don't take pictures of me because I live in this like bubble, right, of like thinking of myself in a different light, and it's like body dysmorphia, but the reverse, where in my mind I'm skinnier than I actually am. And body dysmorphia is like where women think that they're fatter than they actually are, and so they obsess about it. But I have body dysmorphia to not obsess about it. And when you have that person that just manages to get you in a picture at an event and shares it with you because people are oblivious to the struggle that people who are overweight go through, and it just like wrecks your whole day, like that. You have that sinking, dropping feeling of like, my God, like, do I really look like that from the side? That's traumatizing. That's a hard feeling to have. And I took my before and afters today, but I don't think I could have done that without some kind of, like, that assurance inside myself that I'm on the path to changing it. Because if I had to look at it with like that hopeless feeling that I've developed over the last 10 years of dieting and the yo-yo weight loss and gain, and feeling like my situation's helpless, I could not look at those images, those pictures, or take the pictures, because it would make me feel worse, and I'm trying to be happy despite my situation. So like, everybody in my life is always so kind and encouraging. Like, everybody who cares about me, tells me I'm beautiful, and I'm beautiful as I am, all those things. And they are so sweet because I know that they do that out of love. But it rings false, and I can't help that it rings false to me because it goes against what I know to be the truth. Even though I live my life in a way where I don't let pictures to be taken of me, or I don't look at myself in the mirror, so that I can live like this in this bubble of sort of distorted reality. But I am very aware of, like, what my body looks like, and that it is bigger it is actually bigger than it is in my head. So I'm aware of it. I just don't like being reminded of it, so I can continue to exist, right, and be a happy person. But that's with the promise of this surgery, like, that changes everything. Like, I'm actually on a road, and I have hope that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, that I can get to the end of that road and see a change. And like I said, I don't expect to look like a model. I mean, I'm going to be 40 this year, and 40 is a big number, and I'm aware that my skin is softer. I have soft skin, and I have a lot of sun damage. I grew up in Florida, so I have a lot of sun damage, and my skin is soft, and so I expect to have a lot of skin issues. I'm already trying to make some plans for that. I don't necessarily want to jump to surgery when I have to deal with that, but just being smaller, like, even with the skin, I could live with it, honestly. Like, I don't even care, because the idea of like fitting in a size 14 even, or a 12 instead of an 18 to 22 is going to be just huge for me. It's going to change everything. I hope to get down to a size 10. I would think I'd be actually very happy at a size 10. I don't need to be a size 6. I have seen people who were like, celebrating their victories in their size 6s, and I'm so happy for them. I think that's amazing, but I honestly don't even need that. I just need to be in clothes that feel like a good size for me, like that I can find on racks, like I don't want to be in a 2XL, and I've tried, I mean 3XL and 4XL is pretty big for me. Sometimes I'll buy things in that depending on what it is, just because you want it baggy, and like those kind of clothes are baggy, but like actually fit pretty decently in like a 0X or 1X and up to a 2X. That's pretty much my size. But those kind of clothes are actually fairly hard to find, and if you do find them, it's like they're floral patterns, like grandma patterns. I don't know how to describe them. That they're not cute. They're starting to make some cute stuff. Like Shein makes cute stuff, but it's not well made, so doesn't actually look like the picture, and I'm always on the hunt for like something that is well made, has good quality fabric, and looks like the picture, but is in my size. And that's really hard. I mean, I want to be able to walk into a store and pick something up off of the rack that I just love and find it in a size 10, 12, like amazing if I was an 8 someday, but like that would make me deliriously happy. And then to wear fashions that I love on friends that I see, and cute things put together, maxi skirts and things like that, I would just love that. I don't feel like I need much. Like I don't need to be able to get into a bodycon dress and look svelte and sleek with a cinched waist, snatched waist. Like that's amazing, but it's not something I need. I just really want to walk in a store and pick up something I love and like for a long time, that's reasonably priced and in a normal size. That sounds amazing. Sounds like a really big win for me if I could get there. But yeah, it's so many changes, so many things to look forward to, and that hope, that I'm going in that direction, that I can sit in an airplane seat next to somebody and not be in their space, that I don't feel like I'm like so much higher, like just feel like I sit higher than my husband in a car, like where like there's so much fat like underneath that you're elevated a little bit. That sucks. I feel like I take up so much more space than I want to. And so the surgery and the weight loss is, I want to get into like a cozy sweater and feel cozy. Like this feels tight. This is like a cozy sweater, but it's tight on me, and I don't like it. I want to swim in stuff. I don't want to fill it out. I want to, feel that it's covering me all the way. Like the arms don't shrink in on me. So I love clothes like that. Just kind of loose and soft and comfy. But I'm one of the successful ones and not one of the non-successful ones, because that would suck. So I was talking in another video about some, like my travel plans and how I'm going to go down there. I'm just going to get it all out today and then start the vlog from quite a few videos, and then get to the point where I can, kind of keep posting updates maybe once a week while I go through this process, just so I can keep track of everything and not forget stuff. Thanks for joining me.